So starting the test drive here, I like the power that you get in the Passat, even with just the 1.8 liter turbo. And the 6-speed automatics I've always loved from Volkswagen because they just feel good, just how they shift, being able to manually shift. And the turbo pull is very good here. But I'm gonna put it into the manual mode and I'm gonna see how it does getting on the interstate. So again, the shifts are so clean and the car listens to you when you tell it to shift, which I love. We're gonna set the cruise on here, do about 73. So ride coming down the interstate, of course, this has been recently paved, but still very impressive. And it's pretty windy outside, so I'm hearing a little bit of wind noise coming from right over here somewhere. With the wear of the vehicle, it might be the seal on the door, something like that. But what I will say is getting that 8-speaker upgraded sound system with the limited edition, it's really in your face. Now, it's not as good as the optional upgraded sound system you can get, let's say in the highest trim. Can't remember if it was Harman Kardon for this year, something like that though. That sound system is pretty great. But again, this 8-speaker with the 6-disc CD changer, it's a pretty nice system all in all. And this one's in pretty good shape for the mileage as well. And it's been through the service team over at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, and they have a pretty rigorous checklist they go through to make sure that it can be sold, and this one met all that criteria. So again, good shape. So again, in terms of how this car drives, having that 184 pound-feet of torque is a huge help, especially on the low end. Coming out of a corner, I don't feel a lot of lag or anything like that. And the turbo just feels very nice. But the 6-speed shifts so well because you're having less gears you're having to fool with, especially when you're manually shifting. It's pretty simple finding that point of pull where you can really get the boost from the turbo. But around this price point, can't remember, I'll leave a link in the description again so y'all can check this car out for yourself. But especially with this kind of mileage, it can be kind of, you might be a little iffy about getting a Volkswagen, specifically this Passat. But my little brother has a 15, I think his has like 120,000, might be a little more. And all he does is keep the oil change in it, and he said it's still holding up pretty nicely. Of course, you'll have maintenance you have to keep on, wear and tear items you have to replace, but really if you keep these in good shape, all the issues that come about are pretty much going to be maintenance. But all in all, it's a simple car in my opinion, in a good way. Only thing I would probably do is replace the headlights with LED bulbs. Probably not that hard. But all in all, just a good daily driver, and you're able to get that 36 miles per gallon on the highway. So if you're in the market for something that gets good fuel economy, you can get that, and you're not even having to go to a diesel Volkswagen. So again, pretty good transportation for the money, especially if you're wanting to save on fuel and you want to have pretty adequate features in today's society. But all in all, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2015 Volkswagen Passat Limited Edition.